guys, it's your boy JoJo's Whips back with another YouTube video. Got the Redeye looking good in the lighting, the audio over there, and then as you can see from the title, we're going to be doing a mid-muffler delete, and I'm going to be replacing them with some Dynomax bullets. That goes your number that you got to look for when you're ordering them, 24,250, 24,250, and this is what the bullet looks like. I've ran these on my my old charger when I had my yellow charger Hellcat. I personally love them a lot more than just doing a straight pipe, because on my Challenger I had before this, I had it straight piped. Well, not all the way straight pipe, just, you know, they cooked the muffler out and then they put a, you know, straight pipe there. And I didn't like how that sounded at all. I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, it did sound cool and everything, but like I feel like when you run those Dynomax bullets, I feel like you get a lot more, you know, D-cell pops. You get a lot, you know, it just sounds to me a lot better. The idle's a lot nicer too. But yeah, I think in a minute here, I'm going to do some cold starts, maybe some flybys that we can get, you know, some before and afters before we get it done. And there she is, guys. I got her backed in, so, you know, we can get the full effect of the cold start, you know, a couple revs, you know, a couple flybys, the whole nine before we get the mid-mufflers taken out, so we can get the Dynomax bullets put in. So yeah, guys, it should sound a million times better than what it does now. It'll, you know, it'll have more of an aggressive startup, you know. The exhaust note will be a lot deeper. But yeah, let me stop talking. I'll get the camera all set up so we can get some befores and afters. And there, guys, is how it sounds from a cold start and a few revs. And then, you know, now we're going to get on over to the flyby video. And all right, guys, we got our video with the before. We got the cold start, a couple revs, flyby. Now we're going to get on over to the cold start and, you know, a couple revs and a flyby with the Dynomax race bullet in. So bear with me for a second so I get the camera set up so we can, you know, compare this before and after. And there goes the cold start and a couple revs. Now we're gonna go over to the flyby. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the YouTube video of the before and after with the Redeye, you know, the stock exhaust versus the Dynomax bullets put in. My overall review is I love it. You know, this is the sound I wanted the car to have, and, you know, it's not too loud, and, you know, it is also loud when you get on it, but when you don't get on it, it's perfect. You know, there's no droning, no none of that. But the one thing I will say, it does a lot now when you downshift, or even when you're just normal driving, it cracks and pops a lot now. Now, I don't know if it's just a thing with Redeyes. I don't know if it's just something like the tune or what, but I mean, actually, yeah, I will say that, because even when this car was, you know, with the stock exhaust without, you know, the Dynomax bullets put in, it did crack and pop, you know, but it didn't do it as much. But now with the Dynomax bullet put in, it's really loud. And there's even times where it's really loud when it pops and, you know, crackles and stuff. But yeah, and then the other thing I noticed too, you know, obviously on the camera quality, it won't catch all of the depth, but I noticed that it sounds really raspy on the video, and in person it's not it's not as raspy in person, but it is very deep in person, once you get on it and stuff. And then especially the idle sounds a lot nicer. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said already, I got some oil here. That's actually a mixture of oil and rear diff fluid, because the other night I decided, well, it wasn't the other night, it was last night, I decided to do the oil change and then the rear diff fluid both at the same time. It just made me sleep better at night doing those, even though the diff fluid probably didn't have to be due for a while, since it is fairly new. But for me, being a car guy, I know I would like to have some fresh oil, and some fluid put in. So, and then also too, I forgot to show you guys, I actually got some Mopar lowering springs, because I'm only probably going to use the front springs. That way then I could drop the front a little bit, so then it could, it's not going to be, so because I noticed the back sits on a little bit lower now than the front, which, I'd rather prefer that than how it is stock, with the back being a lot higher than the front. But, from what I've read, if you use the, the Mopar lowering springs, that it'll drop the front maybe a ½ inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch. Some people said an inch, it all depends. But I mean, even, hopefully I would get an inch, maybe ½ an inch, a ½ inch or 5/8 of an inch in the front. That way then it'll probably level out even better. Maybe that might be on the next video. We could do that. But yeah, as far as everything else goes, the springs have been feeling a lot better in the car. Still love the ride on it. Feels a lot stiffer. The exhaust is good now. And then, yeah, and then I don't know if you guys noticed too, but between the before and after clips, I actually did like if you go to the, the before stock exhaust and then the after, with the Dynomax in, I actually did the taillight tint between those, which, looks a lot better to me. I actually did that on my yellow Hellcat too. I didn't personally do it. I had somebody else do it, but this time I did it on my own on this car, which was very simple. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share to whoever you think will like the videos. And this is JoJo's Whips, and I'm out.